A torrid time because of several headwinds that the company is facing in the international business, Jaguar Land Rover, and also the fact that commercial vehicles are yet to pick up, electric vehicle sales are diminishing, and in that context, Tata Motors is now announcing that it is going to be acquiring another company in the Italian market, Italian truck maker Iveco, in fact. Puneet joining in to tell you about that and also to understand what brokerages are saying, because it's not necessarily positive. Puneet, in this context, at this time when they're going through so much, they've announced a pretty large acquisition.
Hi Alex, good morning. Now, the company is set to acquire this, Tata Motors is set to acquire Iveco, so they've not yet come out with an official press release stating that they're set to acquire, but media reports are speculating that the board is set to meet today and finalize this particular acquisition of $4.5 billion of the commercial vehicle arm of Iveco. Now, it's coming at a very, very crucial time for the company, as you rightly said, and that's largely because of the torrid time the company has had in the international operations. It also is very interesting that this acquisition is happening now because most of the other Indian companies are actually scaling back from Europe at this time. So if this acquisition is announced, Tata Motors will acquire their stake from principal shareholder, the Agnelli family, according to media reports. Now, this will be, of course, the biggest deal to date for Tata Motors, and the proposed M&A structure would involve them to acquire 27% stake from the Agnelli family and the investment company. The other key aspect is that Iveco will be demerging its defense business, and only the commercial vehicle arm will be sold in this transaction. And brokerages like UBS have largely maintained their view on Tata Motors. They have a sell rating with a target price of 690, but they've said two key points which are important: that if this transaction is expected to happen today or in the near future, it would cost Tata Motors roughly 1.5 billion euros, which is quite a sizable amount. And while the company has strong cash reserves, it is very interesting because the commercial vehicle arm will demerge from Tata Motors. So is this really a time or the efficient use of cash? That will be a key question. And Tata Group's past acquisition like Chorus and Tata Steel has also put a lot of pressure on the financial aspects. So that will be some of the key questions that will be answered if the company decides to hold a call now or on 8th of August when the company is expected to report results. But the key question is the timing as well as the necessity of this particular acquisition.
One would assume that a company the size of Tata Motors would have had a strategic review before going in for an acquisition in Europe, where all their peers are heading in the opposite direction. But nevertheless, whatever the thought process was, the fact is brokerages and the street doesn't seem to be too excited about it. We'll see how the stock does when it opens up. So Tata Motors in focus.